Has anyone ever handed you a bouquet of flowers, roses, tulips, or daisies, and left you wondering if there was more to the gesture than meets the eye? Flowers are often seen as simple, heartfelt gifts, but have you ever stopped to think about why certain flowers are chosen for specific occasions? Why are roses the go-to symbol of love and romance, while lilies are reserved for farewells and funerals? The truth is, there's a fascinating story behind the meaning of flowers, one that goes back centuries. It's a story of secret codes, unspoken messages, and a society so bound by etiquette that emotions had to find their voice in petals and stems. During the Victorian era, this practice reached its peak, creating a complex language where every flower, color, and arrangement conveyed a specific sentiment. This was floriography, the art of communicating through flowers. Imagine a world where words could not express your true feelings, where your love, sorrow, or even disdain had to be shared through a carefully curated bouquet. Each bloom held significance, and the person receiving the flowers had to decipher their meaning like a riddle wrapped in beauty. Welcome to the secret language of flowers. And today, we're delving into the hidden world of Victorian floriography. In this video, we'll uncover the origins of this beautiful tradition, explore how it flourished during a time of strict societal rules, and reveal the intricate symbolism behind some of the most beloved flowers in history. Prepare to discover a world where flowers were more than decorations. They were whispers of love, sighs of regret, and even bold warnings, all hidden in plain sight. So, grab a cup of tea, settle in, and let's step back in time to uncover the poetic and mysterious language of flowers. Floriography, or the language of flowers, has roots that extend far beyond the Victorian era. This tradition has been woven into the fabric of human history for centuries, appearing in cultures across Europe, Asia, and the Middle East. The practice dates back to ancient times. In the Ottoman Empire, selam, a system of symbolic gestures and objects, inspired the use of flowers to convey hidden meanings. In medieval Europe, flowers adorned coats of arms, symbolizing family values and virtues. Even in religious texts like the Hebrew Bible, flowers were imbued with deep metaphorical significance. Throughout history, writers and poets have also used floral symbolism to elevate their works. In Greek and Roman myths, flowers like the narcissus and hyacinth told tragic tales of love and transformation. Shakespeare's plays are brimming with botanical metaphors, from Ophelia's poignant garland in Hamlet to the famous rose of Romeo and Juliet. But it was the Victorians who embraced floriography as a full-fledged art form. In their hands, the language of flowers became a sophisticated system of communication, one that could speak volumes without uttering a single word. The Victorian era was a time of strict social rules and moral expectations. Every action was governed by etiquette, especially for women who were expected to maintain an air of modesty and propriety at all times. Open displays of emotion, particularly in romantic contexts, were considered scandalous, leaving little room for self-expression. This is where floriography flourished. Flowers provided a discreet way for individuals to communicate their feelings. A single bouquet could carry a message of love, sorrow, or even warning. Entire dictionaries were devoted to decoding this floral language, the most famous of which was Le Langage des Fleurs by Madame Charlotte de Latour, published in 1819. This guide became the ultimate reference for anyone wishing to master the art of floriography. For the Victorians, floriography wasn't just a romantic pastime, it was a cultural phenomenon. Botany was a subject of fascination during this era, with botanical gardens, flower shows, and plant collecting becoming popular hobbies. Floriography fits seamlessly into this botanical craze, blending science with sentimentality. Understanding a bouquet's message required more than just knowing the meanings of individual flowers. The presentation and arrangement of the flowers played an equally important role. This subtlety made floriography as much a puzzle as it was a language. For example, the way a bouquet was presented could completely alter its meaning. Offering flowers with your right hand signified yes, while the left hand indicated no. An upside-down bouquet reversed the meaning of the flowers. Ribbons tied to the left represented the giver's intentions, while those tied to the right referred to the recipient. Even the state of the flowers mattered. A fresh bouquet expressed sincere feelings, but a wilted one was an unmistakable insult. Imagine the complexity of deciphering such a gift. Victorians often consulted their Floriography dictionaries to decode messages, turning flower giving into an intellectual and emotional exercise. Every flower in Floriography carried a specific meaning, often inspired by its appearance, behavior, or historical symbolism. Some of the most notable examples include red roses, love and passion; white roses, purity and new beginnings; yellow carnations, disdain or disappointment; violets, faithfulness and modesty; daisies, innocence and purity; rhododendrons, a warning or a veiled threat. Even more fascinating were the multi-layered meanings of roses. Dark red roses symbolized mourning, pink roses represented happiness and gratitude, and yellow roses conveyed jealousy or rejection. Each bloom told a story, rich with emotion and intention. As the Victorian era transitioned into the 20th century, the elaborate practice of Floriography began to fade from prominence. With the advent of modern technologies and more straightforward forms of communication, the once intricate art of expressing emotions through carefully chosen flowers became less practical and gradually diminished in everyday life. The coded messages of flowers, which once conveyed love, sorrow, or hope in the absence of words, were replaced by telegraphs, telephones, and, eventually, the digital communication we rely on today. Yet the legacy of Floriography endures, its echoes still resonating in subtle and meaningful ways. In weddings, flowers like roses, lilies, and carnations are chosen not just for their beauty, but for their time-honored symbolic meanings: love, purity, and remembrance. Similarly, the simple yet profound act of giving flowers, whether to celebrate a milestone, express sympathy, or convey admiration, continues to hold a cherished place in human connection. Even today, when we present a bouquet, we unknowingly participate in a rich tradition that spans centuries. Each bloom carries the whispers of a bygone age, where the language of flowers spoke volumes in silence, bridging emotions and relationships through their delicate beauty. This enduring practice reminds us of the timeless human desire to communicate love, longing, and sentiment, transcending eras and embracing the universal language of nature. If the secret language of flowers has piqued your curiosity, I encourage you to explore more, complete with stunning illustrations and a treasure trove of floral meanings. Thank you for joining me on this journey through the Victorian world of flowers. If you enjoyed this exploration of history, be sure to like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more stories from the past. Until next time, let your flowers speak their truth.